Good morning.
All right, so we got our supplies, stopped for breakfast, of course. We're back at the shop, and let me show you let me show you progress so far on the trailer, the open trailer. So here it is, all freshly painted. It was rusty in a lot of spots. The paint was just faded in a lot of areas. This trailer is a 2014. It's a 7.5 wide by 16-foot trailer. And Conrad and I painted the whole thing yesterday. Got all back together. Down here, I redid all the brakes, all new brake assemblies, all new bearings, new seals, new drums, hubs, everything complete all the way around. It's a lot easier to do on these trailers than pulling the drums off and rebuilding the brakes. Electric brakes, they could just be a real pain in the butt. Here's the old ones here. 3 of them, these 2 here and that one there, really weren't that bad. I mean, they look crappy, but the magnets were worn down on them for the electric brakes. This one here was on the back, on the back on what would be the driver's side of the trailer. You can tell the seal blew out. There's grease all over inside. The spring that would go down here, this would be the bottom that holds these brake shoes in. That's what's left of the spring. There's no hook on the end, and then the other end has nothing. It's packed with grease. And this is the adjuster rod that goes in there that would look, it would look like this. But the bolt's gone out of it. The adjuster rod was broke apart. That's what the spring should look like with a hook on each end. It was gone. When I pulled the drum off, it fell right off. Everything just fell right out of it. But somebody had them apart before because the harness, there was all these wires rigged into it. They didn't go anywhere. Then there was one of the wires, the main power lead, just didn't go anywhere at all. It wasn't even hooked up. So that brake back there wasn't even working. So now everything's new. It is a lot more expensive to do that. Now, to do all 4 wheels, it cost $820 in parts. And I did all the work, so I didn't have to pay for labor, but it was $820, but it makes it way easier. It took about an hour and 45 minutes to do all 4 of them. So super simple. All you do is take the 4 nuts off the back, or you pull the center nut off and the cotter pin out, and you pull the drum hub off. And then you take the 4 nuts off the back and you cut the 2 power wires and you pull the whole brake assembly off. Put the new one on, splice the 2 wires in, put the new hub assembly and drum on, put the nut back on, tighten it down to set the bearing, back it off a hair so it spins freely, put your cotter pin in, you're done. Nice and simple. But we had an issue last year, toward the end of the year, with this gate. And the problem was, you guys know I welded on this whole 1-foot extension because the pitch of the ramp was too steep. I welded that on, and somebody had welded this piece in here for extra support, and they welded this one in here. So this one was wide open, and we end up just caving this in, and it broke all expanded steel apart. So I got a new piece. I welded that in yesterday. We painted everything. I still have to pound this expanded steel back and tack weld that just to fix it. But you know, that's the main 2 parts of the trailer. That's where the support should have been, not one there and one over here. So that's all fixed now. So we got the dually in here. We got the boards off the dually. So I painted this truck a while back. I never end up doing the bed. I did the outside part here, but you know, from all the stuff I've had in it, that's worn off. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna paint the back part, this side of it and the other side of it. We're gonna repaint the rails, repaint the tailgate, and I'm gonna paint this whole frame and redo the fenders. Now, the trailer, we brushed it on because it allows you to put it on a lot thicker. So we brushed on the whole trailer, and that's how we're gonna do like the side rails and the back part, both sides of the back rack part there, and probably the fenders. I haven't fully decided yet, but what we went and got this morning is a Raptor liner kit. This is what I painted the dually with, and this is what I painted Max's truck with. But it'll be much easier to just put it in a gun, hook an airline to it, and spray all of this in here versus hand brushing all this on. So I pressure washed this about a week ago, and I knocked all the loose stuff off it, and I'm just gonna shoot right over it with that Raptor liner. Right, boys?
Yeah.
So that's the plan for today. And eventually the boards will get repainted, but I'm not worried about that right now. So, and we also blacked out the rims that go on the trailer. They were white, we blacked them out. They need another quick coat of paint, and those can go back on, and this trailer will be ready to go for the year. We got to spray the ramp too. I wasn't gonna brush it on, the paint would just drip down through the whole thing. So I'll shoot that with Raptor liner. I'll have plenty to do all of this and still have some left. All right, so we got these boys painted. Billy's using a roller and a thing here. The Raptor liner kit, none of the Raptor liner kits I've ever gotten before. They always come with the Raptor liner, the hardener, the container to mix in. You pour so much in the cup there, and then it goes in the bottle, and you shake it up for 2 minutes, and then you hook the gun and spray it. It's never come with these rollers or one of these trays before. So I just poured some of this black paint in here, which is what we use for, if you guys want to see it, this is what we use for, that we painted the trailer with. So pour some in there, and Billy's rolling this, because if you do this with a brush, it drips down through. So we figured it'd be easier just try to do it with a roller. Looks like it's working pretty well, actually. So Billy's gonna take care of that part with the roller. Connor's gonna go up the edges here and the sides, and then he's gonna do the frame rails all the way down, up the side, across the back of the tailgate, both sides. I'll touch that up. We scraped the fenders down stuff good, and I used I have one of these. It's hardened plastic, but they're designed for taking loose paint off. That's what it's made for, and actually work really good. They work better than a wire wheel. So they're gonna take care of the whole inside like Billy's doing now with that. Connor's gonna take care of these rails, and I'll probably help him. We'll do the outside of the tailgate here. Then we're gonna put the bed up. We're gonna finish cleaning the inside fender on both sides, and we're gonna blow the whole thing off again, and I'm gonna start shooting underneath. So we got Billy and Conrad up there painting the back of it. We got the rails all the way down. We got the inside of that all painted. The bed's not painted. I'm gonna shoot that afterwards, but we got the whole outside of the tailgate, the whole back half of the truck painted there. Everything else will be much easier to do with the gun and shoot it when I do all this and the fenders. But they're getting all that painted up there. And we got the lovely Miss Paige stop by to see us over there. She don't want to be on camera. She's like, I'm not doing cameras. There's Billy up there painting. He's getting an education, even though he skipped school today. So he skipped school, you gotta work. That's the rules. That's the rules. Which he's perfectly fine with, but. So yeah, so we're gonna finish this up, this part here, and then I will have one of these boys film me while I shoot this underneath part here with the gun, and that way you guys can get some painting action, I guess. I don't know. Something to put in this video.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
What kind of shenanigans?
I don't know. Evil little shenanigans. All right, so apparently I got black paint on my head and all over my face. I don't know. Whatever. So we repainted the boards so they're glossy. We blacked out the wheels. We painted the whole trailer. We painted the bed of the truck. We painted the whole frame of the truck. The cab I did 2 years ago. It's just dirty, but once I hit it with some water and wash it off, the cab will be shiny again. And yeah. So I think we pretty much painted everything. Are you recording, Billy? Yeah!
Billy!
What's up, Billy? So yeah, we got everything painted, and the truck and trailer are super shiny now. Everything is painted up. All we got left to do to get ready for this season is oil changes on all the mowers, which I've had the stuff over there for months. I just haven't done it. So that's all we have to do. We are geared up for a pretty amazing. We're geared up for an Amazon season, and all I know is Yeehaw! You can't spray it. Oh wait, no, water's gonna get on the paint.
Yeah, don't spray it near the truck.
You're gonna get the truck wet, Billy. It's all fresh paint.
There's something entertaining in the video for today.
Yeah.
What?
Not me. You got the whole side of my arm. You went right over there. So we have to
Get a new battery for the Toro.
So I'm dumping a few lawns I don't want to do from last year, and we already have like 7 new ones going in this year. I did a few estimates in the last couple of weeks. There's a handful of driveways I've always plowed that another landscape company always mowed. He doesn't plow, and so he retired at the end of last year. He had like 70 lawns local right here. And so all of his lawns are up for grabs now. Plus there's 2 other. Are you grinding on me, boy? Dang it. Freak. We're gonna find your real parents one of these days, and you're gonna be down the road. Billy? Whip! Can't do that, it's a family channel. Yeah, so there's a couple smaller ones that had like 20, 30 lawns a piece. Those lawns are up for grabs, and I know another guy that had like 42 or 43 lawns. He's dumping them all. I talked to him in the gym the other day. He's dumping them all, and he's focusing just on landscaping this year. So those are up for grabs. And I plan on working insane amount of hours this year. I have plenty of guys at my disposal this year, so I definitely have the labor, which has always been a battle in previous years. So I got that going for us, which is going to be awesome. And I don't have any time limits this year, any restrictions on anything, so I can just work endless hours, which is exactly what I plan on doing. I need to have a pretty heavy bankroll by the end of this year. I got some big purchases to make, so I'm just going to work like crazy, and I'm taking on a ton of work. I have the help, so I'm going to do it, and hopefully this moron won't end up in summer school again this year, so he'll be able to work, which will be fantastic. Conrad, that's holding the camarito right there. Conrad will be back with us again this year. I know we had a little fallout last year, but he came here and got on his hands and knees, begged and pleaded, and offered services to have his job back. I denied him, but I told him I'd give him another chance.
And Miss Paige.
Driving Italy, Chuck, for the love of God.
And Miss Paige.
And we got Miss Paige over there. She might work with us if she wants to. We'll teach her how to mow, and we'll give her Billy's mower, and Billy can just weed whack, and Miss Paige can mow. But I definitely have plenty of work. My daughter's coming on this year. She's already learning the ropes, learning how to do everything. So she's going to have a phone designated to her. I'm changing the phone number of the business, and everything will go to that phone. So she will handle all my scheduling, all my appointments, all my billing, all my paperwork. She will handle setting up all my bids. She'll handle everything. All my office work. And so that takes all that off of me. I don't have to keep stopping all day long to answer phone calls, all that stuff. My daughter will be handling all of that. And the customer complaints. So anytime any one of these guys screw up, or the other employees that will be with us, all those calls will go to my daughter, so they'll have to deal with her, which they'd probably rather deal with me. But so that's where we're at. That's where we're at going into this year. And I know you guys have been asking me for videos like crazy. We just, you know, we've been kind of doing our thing, and I just don't have time to do videos for the most part right now. Today was a screw around day, so we filmed, obviously. But we will get them out as we have time. Maybe, you know, when we do the maintenance on these, we'll film that and get some more shenanigans. Can't believe the smoke detectors aren't going off yet.
Oh, I dug my knees in and I hit the bottom part of this thing. Dude, I was literally like leaned down. Dude,
It
I know.
looked like it was gonna tip over.
You can see the marks from where I ripped them when I spun the tires when I moved the dually forward. I lit them up.
Be gentle on my mower.
All 4 tires lit up. That thing's shiny.
Did you hear it? She's coughing.
He was out here spinning around. I know, usually it sets the smoke detectors off.
I was doing wheelies and I was doing donuts.
Billy's showing Miss Paige how to ride this stander. Paige, this is why your boyfriend's always so dizzy. Oh boy, what did he do? What did you do, Billy? Billy? What did you do?
I'm so sorry.
Well, there's another thing I gotta fix. Thanks a lot, Billy. That
Broke the bolt
bolts
right off.
through there, and it's part of that shock, which means you have to replace this whole shock now. Which that shock seems like it's shot anyway.
I did not know that.
Oh man, you, Billy.
I did not know that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's probably bent.
Oh.
Oh, that's fantastic. What'd you break back here? This thing's probably all bent up now because it flew backwards. Great, Billy. Creating more stuff for us to fix.
Come on. That's why we can't have like
See,
things when
it's
you're
always
around.
shenanigans. Always shenanigans around here. Well, guess what we're fixing tomorrow?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up and a comment if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. We will see you in the next video.
Who wants me to punch Billy in the face?